The dumbest thing a man can do is date a single mom, and I'm saying this as a single mom myself. The only exception to the rule is if the man has kids himself and he's a single dad. That's the only rule that is the exception.
Well, I would say if one of the people in the relationship is widowed, I would take that as an exception as well, because I mean, ain't nothing you can do about that. But carry on.
And I say this because, one, it's fucking stupid as a man to take on somebody else's kids when you don't have kids of your own. Now, do I think it makes women less valuable? No, I think that's a stupid rhetoric. But the idea that you're going to get emotionally attached to someone else's kids, and then if you break up, never fucking see them again, y'all are stupid. But not only that, it's like, as a single mom, I don't want to date somebody that doesn't have kids, because he's not going to be in tune to automatically or naturally or organically be the dad. But also, if I didn't have my daughter, I wouldn't be out here trying to date a man with kids. Like, I get the logic behind it, because I'm not going to be emotionally invested in somebody else's kids. Now, in my opinion, if he has kids and I have kids, then we're both equally risking the same thing if it doesn't work out, if that makes sense. Like, me as a single mom, I would never date someone with no kids. Like, so I don't know why women get so offended when men are like, oh, I don't date single moms. Like, I totally get it as a single mom myself. There's too much risk and not enough reward. Okay, bye.
Sounds pretty simple. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Now, based on what you heard, and this isn't anything you haven't heard before, she did chime in on a couple points that I've mentioned myself that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. And I've said, and like I said, man, I've said this before, I never really understood why women with kids would want a man that doesn't have kids, because a man with kids is gonna, like she said, be more familiar and have a better understanding of your situation and might be a better partner and a better fit. But you'd be surprised how many women with kids say they don't want a man without kids. I literally just did a video on a young lady who was on, I believe it was either Kendra G or the Pineapple Show, one of those two. Same way, young attractive girl, I think she was probably like 26, 27, already had a child. But when they said, I want to say it was the Pineapple Show, Melly asked her, yeah, like, why come he can't have kids? And she's like, nah. And I'm like, she was like, hold on, so you got a kid but he can't have a kid?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
And surprise, I'm like, matter of fact, I want to see what's going on in these comments, man, because before I go to the next video, which was like a stitch, and y'all gonna see that. But look at these comments, bro. Straight up facts. Didn't want to have kids when I married my wife while she had two. We were married 8 years before she passed. We had a kid together, and I love all three. Okay. Look. Yep, happened to me. I met him when he was 5 and raised him until 13. Me and the mother broke up, never seen him again. Wow. Biggest mistake of my life, dating a single mom. I got attached and raised her 2-year-old for 4 years and had our own baby, and she still left. Look, and then look at this. This is one of the main reasons why men are saying these things about dating single moms. Look, I did that once. She told me when I tried to discipline her, she ain't your daughter, so I left and kept my money.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
This guy, yep, that happened to me. I even got attached to her dolls, and she took those too when she left. Wow. Yep, I made that mistake. After 13 years, she decided she missed having fun. Then it dawned on me, my relationship with her daughter was also over. Look, simply means responsibility without authority. Kind of like the guy I just mentioned further up. And look at this. Remember what I just said? There's single moms out here that don't want to date men with kids. Look at this. Look at this. Single mom, but like, I don't want to date a man with kids. It's so hard as it is to share time. It's not worth it.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
So that's their excuse. That's what they want to roll with. Now, there is some logic to that, because a single mom is already going to be pressed for time because she got the kids all the time. However, a man with no kids, why put up with that when you have the luxury of dealing with women that don't have kids? So that way you don't have to worry about being on somebody else's time all the time. See what I'm saying? Once again, you're trying to ask men and shame men into taking a bad deal, and we're not going for it. Now, what I want to show you is this next video. There was a young lady that did a stitch and responded to the video that I just showed you guys. Let me play that for you.
The dumbest thing a man can do is date a single mom, and I'm saying this as
I truly have so much to say on this topic, but I'm going to try to keep it as short and sweet as possible. If you're a single mom and you're openly bashing single moms on the internet, you're the single mom that these men shouldn't be dating, because you're clearly lacking somewhere in the cognitive development part of your brain.
nowhere in my video was I bashing single mothers. In fact, I didn't even rate single mothers. Y'all read the comments and assumed that I would equally rate single mothers. However, what I said was that, and I'll say it again, it's more risky for a man to get involved with a single mother, and it's not a good idea. And it's not a good idea because that man is likely going from a one-person household to a minimum a three-person household overnight, which is a very, very expensive expense. Not only that, to expect a man with little to no experience with children, to expect him to organically step up is where I disagree. It's likely not going to happen. Would you drop your kids off at daycare with a teacher who has little to no experience? You wouldn't. So it's the same exact concept. If you're dating the right man, the assumption is that he's the provider. And if he's the sole provider and he's going from a one-person household to a three-person household overnight to support you and your kids, that's a big risk. Not only is it a risk, but has no legal rights to these children. So he's being daddy, and he doesn't get to take them to the doctor. He doesn't get to make day-to-day decisions because he's not the biological parent. So he's doing all of these things. He's stepping up like most women expect a man to do with little to no authority, and that's not fair. And what's wild to me is how nonchalant a lot of the people in your comment section are, just like, oh, I guess if the kids never see this man or this person that they viewed as a dad ever again, oh, that's just what happens. Like, it's not a big deal. And that's emotional abuse to your own children. And it's selfish to not consider that aspect as well. If a man doesn't want to date me because I'm a single mom, that's his preference. Just as women don't want to date broke guys, that's your preference. It's just like if a man doesn't want to date someone that's fat, that's his preference. And if you want to date someone that's 6'2", that's your preference. And there's nothing wrong with that. And lastly, just because my viewpoint doesn't align with yours doesn't mean I'm bashing you or I hate you. It's just we disagree. Okay, bye.
Thank you. And see, and this is what I mean, and this is why I think we need to revisit or maybe redefine or get a better understanding of what the word bashing really means, because there isn't anything in either one of these videos that she said that was bashing. Now, to the young lady that responded to her, what she said about single moms wanting men without children is 100% correct. I agree with her 1,000%. This is coming from a man that doesn't have kids. If I had kids, why the hell would I want to drop them off somewhere where people have little to no experience with kids versus a place where people have experience with kids? Y'all should women, single moms should have that same mindset when it comes to dating with children. Because I'm like, unless y'all are just out here dating and y'all want a boyfriend and y'all don't expect that man to contribute to the kids in any kind of way. If y'all don't ever expect that man to meet your kids, if that's how you're gonna date, then fine. But if you're like most single moms who wants the man to play the fatherly role, who wants the man to help and contribute financially, then y'all gotta come up off that. It's just common damn sense. I don't understand why it's so hard. And this is how I know women just don't know how to take criticism, because this was literally coming from a single mom. This is literally coming from a single mom telling men not to deal with single moms, and another single mom came in and still called it bashing.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification, that way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler, as well as my latest mixtape, Lost Music Volume 1. And if you want to purchase any of the merch, check out thespreadshot.com. All links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.